Today is the day. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, so today we're going to be having a conversation. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Thank you. Thank you for joining me here for my discussion. Hey Mo, how you doing? I'm being beat up today. I'm acting brand new. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So Mo, it look like it's just me and you here, sis. But guess what? I'm gonna talk to myself anyway. I'm gonna talk to you. So listen, today, so it's three of us here now. Hey, how y'all doing? You know me. Cause I had a question. You know me. I had the question. My question is, what constitutes a date? That's what I wanted to talk to us about today. I want to know what constitutes a date. What makes a date? And I want to talk to us older sisters. You younger sisters can chime in too. But us older sisters, and I want to talk to us and see, how us our dating life constitutes, is different from the younger people dating life. Okay, so first off, I wanted to find out, is it harder to date as an older person than it is a younger person? And why? Okay, so as you guys know, I'm 52. I'll be 53 this year. I'll be 53 in August. And I find it harder dating as an older person. Um, Especially in this environment. First off, main thing about dating as an older person, y'all know it's a small group of men um for younger people. So y'all know as we get older, the group gets smaller and smaller. So that's where I'm at right now. And then for those of you who don't know, I live in East Jablip. Hey Janice James, how are you, sweetheart? So those of you who know, I live in East Jablip. I think when you're older, you know yourself better. So there's some stuff that you're not willing to do. Right there. It's just some stuff I'm not willing to do. And it's some places I'm not willing to go. It's some people I'm not willing to deal with. And y'all listen. One thing about me, my dad and mom always laugh. My dad, especially, my dad has always said, Viv, when you date, girl, you'll change men like you change your underwear. Because if I don't want to be bothered with him, I'd be like, I'm out that camp. I ain't kidding. And it's not anything funny or being funny about it. It's just that when you get to a certain age, you just don't want to deal with the certain things that you dealt with in your younger years. You're just not willing to give up certain things of yourself and stuff like that. You know what, Janice James? I guess he is. No, he not smiling today. He said he's sick. He just sent me a text, said he not feeling well. But yeah, that's the first I heard from him today. But other than that, no, he was. I mean, I guess he was smiling. But my thing in reference to dating, I think that you can date a person and have them come over for dinner and drinks, and y'all just have a conversation. Because my thing about dating, especially when you first get to know somebody, first off, you got to talk to them. That's where a lot of people mess up. They just be jumping in the bed with lottie dottie everybody. But me, I know I laugh and I tell people I'm a reformed uh I tell people I'm a reformed whore. But yeah, I'm at the point now. Um no, I'm not messing with nobody. It'll be a long time, but and I don't constitute having sex with a person as a date. Exactly. I'm not dealing with any of the dumb stuff from anybody at this age. And you guys, guess what? Believe it or not, the guy that came over the other night was the first older guy in this area. Well, the second older guy from this area that I actually went out on a date with. Because I usually, right, most sex is just sex. But he was the second older guy from this area that I actually went out on a date with. Y'all, I usually date guys about my nephew age. My nephew 40, 49, 45. My nephew 45. I usually date dudes about 40 to about 45, 46. Because those are the guys that are attracted to me in this area. The older ones, they're usually married or in a relationship. And I'm not dealing with them. Because they already got their own issues, set of issues. And I'm not trying to be dealing with nobody else's issues. Not having that. And and like Miss Janice James said, right now at this age and point in my life, I ain't dealing with no dumb stuff. I'm just not. And the other thing is, my other issue is when it comes to dating, I have an issue with a guy who doesn't have anything. I'm not saying that you have to have your own house, but you got to at least have a job or some kind of steady income and a vehicle because we live in East Blip. So um it ain't like here it ain't like I'm going on a date and we can walk or we can take public transportation or something like that. No, we got to drive to wherever we go here because I'm 9 miles from town. Hey, Corinne, how are you? So I'm 9 miles from town. So with me being that little girl, look, little girl, stop. With me being 9 miles from town, I'm not walking on a date. Where am I walking to? It's no public transportation here. It's no cabs, it's no Ubers or anything like that. And so my thing is you got to be able to handle your own situation and stuff. Plus, I'm at a time at a stage in my life. I ain't trying to take care of nobody. I ain't got no kids. All I got is them two fur babies. And they enough. Corinne said, girl, this man asked me to buy items on yesterday. See, That's like this dude that was outside the store a couple of months ago and told me he knew that I had some money and could I give him some spare change. I was like, I ain't got no money on me. He said, I know you got cash app me. I'm like, you begging and you got cash app, bruh. And I can't stand a begging man. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, the guy that came over the other night, I'm gonna tell y'all what he I said, I'm gonna take you out for a date. I'm gonna take you out to dinner to thank him because he did some work around my house and he didn't want to charge me. So I said, oh, I'm gonna take you out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that anybody that does something for you, I don't want anybody to owe. I don't want to owe anybody. You get what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in people's pockets because when you're in people's pockets, then they got something over you that they got a carrot that they can dangle over your head. I ain't trying to be in nobody's pockets. So I told him I was going to take him out to dinner to thank him for doing the stuff that he did around the house. He told me a man, because he old fashioned. He's like, a man is supposed to take the woman out on a date first. I said, what? He said, yeah, a man is supposed to take a woman out on a date first. I never heard that, but okay. Now I am going to tell y'all the weirdest date I ever went on. I had a weird date where I had this guy, and the date was I had him come and help me unpack the moving truck from my sister's house. I did. That was our date. He helped me unpack. He helped us unload my sister furniture in her house from her moving truck. So you was asking your niece if you wanted her to buy her, and he gonna take about you could buy my child boo. I'd be like, sir, here, hold on, I'm about to put me and my niece's stuff up here. You could buy both ours. That's what I would have told him. How about you buy both our stuff? That's what I would have told him, Corinne. Since you talk about people buying stuff, since you want to buy stuff, here you go, buy both of these. Now, what happened? Um, I honestly believe that I don't know what I'm looking for. I honestly believe that we as women have to be careful when it comes to dating. We have to be very, very careful when it comes to dating because I see in this area, guys try to do a lot of buffoonery. Is that a word? And they try to do a lot of craziness. And there are a lot of guys out there that are trying to take advantage of uh seasoned women because they're like they got stuff to offer, but they feel that we're so desperate that we'll fall for anything and we'll go for anybody just to have a half a man. Because like it used to be a saying, I'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. Y'all, I'd rather be by my damn self than to have a piece of man. That's me. That's me. I'd rather be by myself than to have a piece of man. But they used to be like, I'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all. I like me enough to be with me. Exactly, Corinne. I'm happy with myself. And that's where us as older women, we need to get, as any woman, we need to be able to be with ourselves, be by ourselves. If we be by if we're able to be by ourselves, we wouldn't have as much trouble, I think, when it comes to dating. And we wouldn't have men that's just trying to run an okey doke on us because they're like, wait a minute, she don't mind being by herself. And if she by herself, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind being with me. I like me enough to be by myself with me. People always laugh and they be like, you be in your house all the time by yourself. What you be in there doing? Like, I got a lot stuff I be doing. If it ain't nothing but back there in that back room looking at Netflix and chilling. I'm saying. And I tell people all the time. You get ready to show your sisters my live. Go ahead and show it to them, girl. And that's where I am though. See there, I like me enough that I can be with me. Y'all, have you ever taken yourself out on a date? How many of you ladies do that? Where you go out on a date on your own? You might go to dinner and sit in a restaurant by yourself, or go for a walk by yourself, or go on some type of outing, go on a vacation by yourself. How many of you ever done that? I've done that. I've gone to Cancun by myself, to Cancun, Mexico. Sure did. It was a group of people, but I actually went. Like they were like, "Are you going to share a room with somebody?" I was like, "No, indeed." Say, I don't like y'all enough to stay in a room with none of y'all. No, it wasn't that. But I just wanted to be by myself, and I needed to show myself, y'all. While I was down there, that's right. Don't ever be ashamed to go places by yourself. And I'm gonna tell y'all the thing that was so crazy when we went down there. I went down there to Cancun, and I think I had booked a couple of day things. Like I did snorkeling. I did nobody in my group went snorkeling. I went walking through the streets. Nobody went with me. I went on a trip to the ruins. Nobody went with me. Um, I went to the zoo, lazy river trip. Nobody went with me. I was by myself. Only time I met up with them was and then I went on this boat trip to go to dinner. And I didn't even know that one of the guys and his niece and his boyfriend had all signed up for that trip. And we got there and I was like, "What y'all doing here?" They was like, "What you doing here, girl?" And then I did a spa date by myself. So it was like I enjoyed that trip because I enjoyed being by myself. I got to know myself better. I got to know things that I liked. I got to know things that I didn't like. I got to know foods I liked, foods I didn't like, places and things, you know what I'm saying? Plus on top of that, to keep you on top of your game when you out in other countries and you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It keep you on top of your game. But I enjoyed myself. When I lived in Germany, I used to go different places. Hey GP, how are you, sweetheart? It is for brothers. It is for brothers. We talk about what constitutes a date, GP. That's what we're talking about. What constitutes a date? And we were talking about, sometime and it don't go only for men, it go for women too. I mean, for women, it go for men too. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to date yourself. And a lot of people don't like to date themselves. Like I said, at this age, we got to be, we got choices and we got to know we got choices. But guess what? Y'all got to be able to like yourselves enough that you can be like, you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? How many of you guys just have, know that you can go and be like, I feel like I can go and take in a movie alone, or I can go out and eat dinner by myself. And you right, Mo. You got to be able to find peace within yourself before you can find peace with anybody else. And that's where a lot of people mess up. They don't have peace in themselves. They don't feel confident enough that they can go and do things on their own. It is for for men too, because men got to be able to know they got to date themselves. Go, Professor. Do you think men can go on date on their own dates? And I think men are just more confident when it comes to this dating game thing. I do. I think men are more confident when it comes to this dating game thing, because I think men learn at an earlier age that they can be in their own company and they don't need nobody else. And you guys, I say this about GP because GP be on that bike. Him and his girlfriend Bella, they be out there rolling. Bella's his bike. That's his woman. And they be rolling. So, but he understands what I'm talking about when I'm talking about getting to know yourself and being in solitude. Because guess what? When you on a bike and you riding by yourself cross country, that's solitude. You got to be confident enough to be able to jump on a bike and ride across country in solitude without having nobody going with you. I know people that won't even get in their car and go across the street by themselves. They always, girl, what you doing? Oh, do what you doing. Let's ride down. Y'all, I told y'all I live in a small town. They be like, I want to go to Augusta, but I ain't got nobody to ride with me. Like Augusta, 45 minutes that way. Why you need somebody to ride with you? Just get in the car and go. I don't understand that. I want somebody to ride with me up to Greenwood. I just want to go hang out at the stores. And you need somebody to go with you to hang out at the stores. I'm always nice to you, GP. Y'all, GP, that's my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. But no, seriously, y'all, that's the thing though. We got to be able to, as at this age, I believe we're at an age now that we see there, Mo, listen. Hey, Pastor Nate, how you doing? Mo, I love a good road trip by myself too. Cause guess what? Sometimes I feel like I'm the best company I can have. Cause sometimes when I'm riding with people, I be like, I just want to push you out on the road and just go. Keep it moving. I don't want you in the car with me no more. Like when my brother go ride with me, I be like, you know what? He more trouble than he is worth. Or like when me and my sister go on road trips sometimes, my sister, she be fussing the whole time. She'll be happy. We'll be singing and we'll be dancing and we'll be riding along. And then she'll go, stop. Put on brakes. Don't move that. Don't do this. Don't do that. I'm like, you about to worry me more than you are riding. But I'm serious, y'all. That's my thing. Sometimes it's best once you get to know yourself and you get, as long as James Cleveland and Al Green can ride with me, you good. I know that's right. But I think once we get to know ourselves, it makes it easier. Girl, I know that's right. I love me some reefer. And that's what I say. Turn your music on and hit the road. But once we learn to go and be alone and be with ourselves and commune with your spiritual, be at peace with yourself, it'll make it easier for you when you start to bring somebody else into your space. You can't bring nobody else in your space and your space is all messed up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on that? About bringing somebody into your space? A man might walk in and get carried out if he act. I know that's right. I know that's right. But see, the thing is, you gotta know your own self. You right, and I never get tired of me neither. It's some people. It's some people that they don't know if they're tired of themselves. They don't know if they're tired of other people. They have no clue as how they're moving from day to day. You know what I'm saying? But I think that all comes from people that aren't honest with themselves. It's a whole lot of people that lie to themselves and try to make themselves think that um they lie to themselves and make themselves think that things are different than what they really are. GP, GP, when you pull up, let me know so I can make sure that I have some veggie stuff for you because I know you's a vegan. Hey Lisa Marie, how are you? Thank you, Corinne. Thank you. And that's the thing, y'all. You gotta be able to know yourself, be at peace with yourself. How many people honestly are at peace with themselves that they can be by themselves, they enjoy their time by themselves with themselves. Um, they don't need anybody else hanging out, with them. That's me. I enjoy being with me. I'm the most fun person I know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's where I'm at. All right, so let's talk about dates. Let's talk about other dates. When going out on dates, hey Shop, how you doing, sweetheart? The other God just came in the building. Um, so when going out on dates, what kind of dates do y'all think y'all like going out on? Because it's always different from men and women. I need to find a man. I need to find that men want them to make them happy when still looking for my happiness. Okay. And most say I be sitting here binge watching shows, living my best life. I know that's right. I ain't playing with you no more. I'm good, Shakanulu. How you doing? But I'm serious. All right, so GP, I would see if I was going out on a date with GP, I jump on the back of Bella and ride out. We be gone somewhere. I like going bike riding. I got friends that got bikes around here, and that's one of my things I like doing. Like I got a friend, he'll bring his bike down here sometime, and we'll just take pictures out in the middle of the street. We like doing that. That's one of the things we like doing. I like hanging out with him on his bike. Or I'll go like if they doing some bike related stuff, I be like busting up in the bike. Hey, I'm busting up on the set. Like I'm part of the bike club. And they be looking at me like just because we gave you one of the little t-shirts don't mean you part of the bike club. If you don't get out of here. Or something else I like to do. I like to grab my dogs and head down the road and just walk. If I were going on a date and I was taking somebody on a date here, I'd stop at the store, get some drinks, some water, some sodas, some snacks, and go down to the dam. We got a dam here. And I go down to the dam and we could sit down at the dam, walk around at the dam, talk, so because listen, a lot of people think dating means that go to the movies. And Mo, you and I talked about this. Going to the movies at the movie theater, I don't think that's a date because you don't get to know the person. How you gonna get to know the person? All right, Mo. For me, a date is anything where you can connect or do things that he likes that you've never tried before, or you can learn a lot about people seeing them in their element. Exactly. You know what? What am I doing? Equality born to power or refinement. Okay. And that's my thing. My thing is when you are dating, you gotta get to know the person. And that's where a lot of people mess up. I'm going out with this person, and honestly, I don't know how you can get to know a person in the movie theater. I can see how you can get to know a person if you Netflix and chilling, but I don't know how you can get to know a person if you just in a movie theater. Because in the movie theater, it's all dark. What I can see how you gonna what you gonna laugh at that's stupid, or you know what I'm saying, or corny or whatever. Um, hey Miss Hogg, how are you? I can see that, but when I'm going on a date with somebody, I actually want to go on a date and I want to be able to look you in your face, talk to you, um, make oneself known again. Okay, okay. My thing is now, how many dates should you be going on in a week? And how many dates should you go? Okay, I got men in here. Men. I got my men in here. All right, with men, how many dates should a woman go on with a man before she decides to actually allow him to bed her? I said it. And do you think differently of a woman that does that will sleep with a guy before a certain time? I got men in here. That's my question to you, gentlemen. It depends on her. Depends on her how new. How does it depend on her new? I feel now men are needy sexually. I really want a companion, not a sexual constant thing. Okay. But how do you feel it depends on her? It depends on her how. Equality 2022. Okay. So my question is again, how does what's the difference? I'm asking. I'm asking for a friend. A whole bunch of female friends. And I'm asking for the young women too, because there's a whole lot of young girls when she's comfortable and seeing God's light. Okay, okay, all right. But is that gonna make you comfortable? Will that make you comfortable, new? Like the next day, are you gonna think anything different of her? Like say she's comfortable seeing the God's light the first night. Is that gonna make you think anything different of her? That's just a question. Asking for a friend. A whole bunch of them. Then so shall it be. Okay. When I was younger, you guys, I used to be on that tip where if I wanted to do it, I did it. I guess I'm still at the tip that if I wanted to do it, I would do it, but I'm at a different stage in my life. Ooh, yeah, I just ate a cherry chain. And that thing went straight to my head. But I guess we as grown folk, because that's we are grown folk. I guess we got to be at a place where we're comfortable with ourselves. And we got to learn that whatever our decisions is, we got to stick with it. But at this age, I'm going to tell y'all what dates are for me. Dave and Buster's. I love arcade games. That's where I'm going. My next date, if I got to take myself, I'm going to Dave and Buster's. They just opened one in Augusta. That's my next date. My next date after that is something called urban something, where you go and do the paraglide, the parachute thing, where you feel like you're parachuting. I'm doing that. And that's what I suggest. Pick out a list of stuff that's fun to do, but that you can get to know the person with, but that's not common. Or walk around the park. You want to walk around the park with them, guess what? You can see their physical fitness and make sure you ain't got to be taking care of somebody for the rest of your life. I love doing fun stuff. I love doing fun stuff. Go to cellular table for cooking class. You know what? Shop. That's what me and Mo, we were just talking about that. Okay, if she is able to receive the godlike, then we can ape and create for in its natural state. See, now you gonna make me go and look stuff up. You know I don't understand everything you be saying. Sometimes I be like lost. You want to explain it to us lost folk? Don't be laughing at him, Shop, because you know he be talking in rhymes and riddles to us. But those are some things. Um, do something you ain't done before. Go to the county fair. Go to the county fair, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all someplace else I go. There's some natural land sites around here. Now, I would suggest you go on natural land sites in places that are real secluded, that nobody else knows about. Um, I would suggest that you go on a date with somebody to a place that nobody else can find you or nobody else knows about. Hi Black Star One. So I would suggest that you go on a date with somebody to a place that you don't understand or don't know anything. Hiking is fun, but this is the thing, and I'm going to say this to my young ladies, to my young men, even make sure when you go up and go out on a date with somebody that you ensure that you do what you got to do in reference to um doing your due diligence. Hey, how you doing, Black Star? Yeah, we kind of open. We just talking about date and what constitutes a date. So in reference to dating, make sure that you do your due diligence and your safeguard. When I break it out, the carbon steel in the cat. You cook. I know Shock. I know you cook. And that was another thing that Mo and I were talking about. Talk about doing a date where you get together and cook dinner for each other, or cook dinner with each other, or cook dinner for the. You know what I'm saying? That's a good one. Exactly. Don't go nowhere. Where you secluded, you got to come back home. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a dating story. So my niece, love her, gotta love her. It's only 4 years between us. But sometimes I don't think she make the best choices when it comes to dating, because she kind of secluded. I don't know how we grew up in the same environment and she like so totally different than me. But anyway, like she went out on a date with this guy, and when she went out on a date with the guy, it was like, you went out on a date with a guy and you ain't tell nobody who he was. Ain't nobody ever met him. Don't nobody know where he live at. And you went to the man's house. Suppose you wouldn't have never made it back home. We wouldn't even knew. My sister wouldn't even know where to tell the police to go look for her car at. Y'all get what I'm saying? So when I go out with people, I be like, Mom, this is what I'm wearing. My mother know what my tattoos look like. She got pictures of my tattoos. And okay, I know that sounds morbid, but that's some of the things that I did. I've taken pictures of my tattoos, so if something happened to me, they'll be able to identify me. And my mom knows what I have on. I'll take a picture and I'll send a picture to several people of outfits I got on. Um, if I'm going out on a date with a dude, okay, you send your location. Okay, and I've done that too, Miss Hoggs. Send pictures of the license plate. Sure have. I've sent pictures of the license plate, and I'll take a picture of the dude because I need somebody to know. Y'all see what he says? I'm gonna lessen my count. Y equals self. Repeat. And my thing is, it's about, and I'm not telling people not to listen. I'm not telling y'all to be scared to date. That's not what I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all to be safe when you date. There's a couple of things you gotta do. You gotta be safe when you're dating. But I like doing things. I like going places that I haven't been before. I'll try anything. Let me not say that. I'll try almost anything once. I know that's right, Bo. I'm leaving loaves of bread too. Cause I didn't see too many people disappear over dumb stuff. You know, you got human trafficking and all that stuff. The other thing is, I don't drink when I go out on my dates with people. First dates with people, I know people, I know girls, they be like, yeah, I went out with that dude. Yeah, that was the first time we went out and we got towed up. Oh yeah, I got drunk, I got high. I be like, really? Would you say scary daters? We not scary. It's not about scary daters. It's just that we as women have to be careful. And I'm quite sure your sisters, you would tell them the same thing. That I need to know who you with and where you going. Um, to ensure that you make it home safely. And look, I used to watch way too much ID channel too when I had TV. Too much. And I'm not scared either because I'll go places, but I just need to let somebody know just in case I don't make it back home. Would you say stay off the Lifetime network? I don't even look at Lifetime. I ain't looking Lifetime too much when I had cable. I'm not a Lifetime watcher because I think those it's a wash, rinse, and repeat. I don't like those shows. They wash, rinse, and repeat. But I do believe that people have to be careful with certain things that they do. But as far as dates, I think that now I'm gonna tell you, I learned that I can't that you can't just be going to any man's house. I know people they'll be like, I'm going over his house. I'll be like, how long have you known him? Not that long. I mean, not that long. I know people that be like that. I, I ain't known him that long, but you went over his house and y'all just now met. Okay, I got a question. Okay, Mo, earlier you said sex is just sex. The guys, do y'all think that sex is a date? Do y'all consider sex a date? Because I know some guys that consider that. Most say, oh no, I'm not going to his house and he not going to mine. If a guy wanted to come to the house and we look at TV, he can come on over to the house. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I got two big old dogs over here and a bunch of goons. And I know where my stuff is. I know where my stuff is. I know where everything is, all my weapons. I know where all my weapons are. You might as well come on up. I don't know why you playing so much. But yeah, so that's what I would say. I don't mind a guy coming over here because I know where all my weapons at. I know y'all like, why she keep looking over there in the corner? Because I'm looking at that big sludge hammer over there. I'm just saying. Okay, so Mo, I can understand that. And you don't want to be bringing a man around your kids too early. Okay, if you got children, how soon do you think a man should meet your children? Because I ain't got kids. I got two big fat dogs over here. And it don't matter if they come over here and they meet my dogs. My dogs ain't gonna be like that. Because they gonna forget that you came over here. If you come over here and ain't doing the right thing. Because when I say bite, when I start swinging, they gonna get the bite. Like I said, I got them two big. I got a cane corso and I got an African boer bull. So I guess my thing, people with children, how soon is it that you can have your kids around somebody? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. I'm just asking. Okay, you don't think there's a time frame? I feel once you feel they make go somewhere, they should meet. Okay. What happened if they meet the kids and it don't go anywhere? How do you handle that? Um, because I think that's important too. So, and I guess it's a difference if you have children, if you don't have children. Because with me, it's just me. If you got children, you gotta consider them. And I see a lot of women that don't consider the children. Just saying. I see a lot of people that don't consider the children. And for those of you who just came in, we're talking about what constitutes a date. The other thing I'm going to announce is that I like to thank all of those folks that have been donating to the green sector and donating to our supporting our helping to support our effort to help feed the homeless in Washington D.C. We'll be up there in July. I'll be there. We'll be there in July, and we'll be feeding the homeless and things of that nature. So you guys know that's what we'll be doing. So if anybody would like to participate and donate, you can participate by going to the wish list. We'll have a wish list published. We're that you can donate items. You can items, toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, and things of that nature. My my PO box is in the description, or you can just cash app. Excuse me, $ Vivian Jennings, and that will that'll help us while we're helping others. So there's no time frame. But one thing I'm going to tell you guys in reference to dating, um, I would say while you're dating, if you're able to, um, get to know people. Get to know people. Go and figure out dates and do fun dates where you're not like in some place where you can't talk and get to know each other. Um, GP, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, sir. Sir, stop it. Stop it, go, Professor. Quit it. But that's what we need to start thinking about doing. We need to start thinking about doing dates that are something other than the traditional. So, some non-traditional dates. Go to the beach. Go on a picnic. I know y'all say, "Oh, a picnic," but y'all go get y'all some sandwiches and go sit out somewhere and talk. Um, like I said, I like to go to the dam and walk around the dam. Um, go fishing. Although I don't really fish, I like to go fishing. I like to go out there and just sit there on a bucket because you get to know a lot about a person while they fishing. Go walking. Why do I say go walking? Go walking. You got to get to know the person and y'all talking stuff. Bowling. I like Mo. I like going bowling too. And I'm gonna tell you, my favorite saying is veer bowls left, veer bowls right. Cause I always gotta. But I have fun. Even with the nails, y'all. Even with the nails. I enjoy going bowling. Just take a ride in a car. Now, you gotta kind of be careful when you're taking a ride in a car with somebody you don't know. Cause are you riding in your car or you riding in their car? Um, Y'all know what I like to do for a date? Go to my sister's house and sit on her gazebo. Cause then my sister and her husband will come outside and sit on the gazebo with us and we'll drink some sodas. Hey, don't worry, we'll be on a date soon. But that's one of the things I love doing. I love going out and sitting on a gazebo at my sister's house. When we take a bag of chips up there or some salsa and chips and we'll just sit there and we'll just talk and stuff. And you're right. That's you don't know anybody until you get to know them, and that's just a way to get to know them. I don't think you can get to know a person by going to the movies with them, cause y'all just sitting in a dark. And who gonna be talking in the movies? For real, who gonna be talking in the movies? Especially if it's a good movie that everybody trying to see. You mess around and get beat up in the movies and they're talking. So no, I don't think the movies is a good place to date. But dinner, I think cooking dinner with one another, that's a good that's a good date. you right. You right. You right. Dude, it is a bunch of black people that talk in the movies all the time. And guess what? You can't stand them. You know you can't stand the people. You be like, if you don't shut up, I paid all my money to come see this movie and you gonna talk your way through it. Shut up. You could have stayed home for all of that. But those are the kind of things I like to do. And I think those are some good dates. I don't know. What y'all think? Any other ones? I seen hiking. Somebody said go hiking. I don't know if I want to go hiking for a first date. Because I don't want them to see how bad a shape I'm in. Just saying. Mo. Mo. I'm over here blushing and smiling and for smiling and blushing and saying it. Thank you, Celine. Thank you so much, my darling. But those are some good first dates to go on. Let me tell y'all another first date to go on. Another good first date to go on is the botanical gardens. The botanical gardens. I love going to the botanical gardens. As a matter of fact, what are some good questions to ask on a first date? I like to find out how many siblings they have. Um, what are their likes? Um, what are what are some favorite things to eat? I just keep it casual. I keep and if you'll know on a first date if it's a good date because the conversation will just flow. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's the other thing. The conversation should just flow easy. It shouldn't be, and the thing is, ladies, it shouldn't be us doing all the talking and him doing all the listening. He should be able to talk to you about some things that he like and things of that nature because you want to find out about. You can't find a good conversation is not one sided. It has to be two way. It has to be a two-way thing. You're right. You should always ask about the other person. For my gentleman in the chat, what are some things that you like a woman to ask you on your first date? What do you think some things are that a woman should ask you on your first date? And ladies, what are some things that you would think that you would want a man to ask you on your first date? One thing I want to Okay, you like listening. You know all you need to know in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, okay. With me, one of my things I like to do is I tell a guy very quickly in my situation, because of the way my family is structured. The way my family is structured, I'll tell a guy that I am very close to my father. I think that's an important thing for a guy to know, that you're close to your father as a woman. I'm close to my mother too, but I let a guy know that I'm very close to my father. I think that's an important thing. I don't know. Is that important to you guys to know? I don't know. Do y'all think that's an important thing to know as guys? That a woman is close to, her family or whatever? Okay, Celine said, I like men who have structure and are good leaders and have directions, but also able to make me laugh and are lighthearted, not all serious all the time. I like that too, Celine. That's a good thing to have, because I think um that's one of the reasons I let guys know that I'm very close to my father, because one thing is I like structure. And part of me liking structure is I consider my dad as the leader, as my covering. My dad is my covering right now. And what I mean by that is because I am not in a relationship with anybody per se. My dad is my covering, which means my dad is the man that I go to in reference to decision makings. And I try to stick to that. And that's a good thing, that a man that and that's the thing that a man needs. That's important for a man to know, especially a man that's a real leader, um because he knows that if, okay, you see Jesus as your covering, and your dad, Jesus, guides you every day and try to let the Holy Spirit let, okay, and that's cool, but here on earth, that's true. Can you make a man laugh though? Okay. But my other thing is in reference to that, Celine, that's good, but there is a hierarchy even in the Bible. Um, there's God, man, woman, children. I believe in that hierarchy. Um, so because I'm not in a relationship per se with a man, God is my dad right here on earth. So my dad is my covering here on earth. That's my covering. So, but that also shows any man that I'm getting in a relationship with is that I can follow the directions and the purpose that he set out. If that sounds, what I'm saying, if you understand that, it shows that I can follow the purpose. New, stop it. Stop it. But you understand, but that's why I say that. You gotta it allows a man to know that, look, This is the way that I'm able to conduct myself in a relationship. And that's a good thing. I don't consider that a bad thing. Everybody, but the other thing is, you got to get to know yourself first, though. I do believe in that. That you have to know you. You got to be able to spend time with you. Because if you can't spend time with you, don't nobody else want to be with you. Come on now, seriously. Do you want to spend time with somebody that don't want to spend time with themselves? I don't. I don't at all. If you can't stand you, what make you think I'ma stand you? Seriously. Seriously. If you can't stand you, what make you think I'ma stand you? And I see some people, they be like, oh, I just no. Get time to know yourself. That's all I'm saying. So, you guys, hopefully, I know y'all was like, she was rambling all over the place, but that's what happened when that dude be making me smile and blush. Would you say a needy woman is a no-no? Well, Shakanulu, I'm going to tell you this. You're right. A needy woman is a no-no. Now, just because I say that you know, I am, my father's my covering, that don't mean I'm needy. Mm-mm. Because I'm going to tell you, my uncle right now, my uncle just called me today. He was like, look, girl, I was just calling to check on you because I ain't talked to you in a while. I thought you was mad at me. I was like, Uncle Doc, I was just over there the other day talking to you and Auntie. But that's neither here nor there. He said, I started to send my son over there to cut your grass. I said, Uncle Doc, my grass cut. He said, I see it is. Who cut it for you? I said, I cut it myself. Remember you showed me how to ride the lawnmower and how to use the weed eater. Now, I ain't do all that weed eating by myself, but I'm just saying. I do think that men are put here to protect us. I do believe that. But we're also here to protect them too. And you do become needy when you don't know yourself because you need somebody else to tell you everything. You are right. When you don't know yourself, you do become needy because you need somebody to tell you everything. What would I look like waking up in the morning and having a man tell me that I need to go brush my teeth, wash my face, and speak word into the universe? Come on now. That should be a given. It's some things as a woman, or what would I look like if having a man telling me, uh, you need to go and pay the bills, or you need to go take care of this or do that. Certain things. But Selena, I told you, it's not about a religion, sweetheart. It's about a relationship with self. Y'all see what Gold Professor said? He says no. Men are here to keep order. Protection is one residual of order. See, I knew Gold Professor was about to chime in with that one. And I think that's part of having a covering. The man keeping order and making sure that the order um is right. You know what I'm saying? and everything is in place. I believe that. But I am going to tell you guys this. Please get to know self. Please get to spend time with yourself. Please enjoy spending time with yourself. The more you get to learn about you, the more you get to know how you're going to be able to deal with other people. And other people will be able, once you become at peace with you, others will become at peace with you. And we do need good men to guide us. We need good men to guide us. But you got to know what a good man is, though. But again, you got to know what a good man is. But you also got to get to know yourself. Because if you know yourself, you'll know what's going on in this world. Get a good understanding of self. Y'all know I'm telling y'all, I like me enough. I could be here in my house by myself with me. And with that note, it's almost 9:30. And I'm going to the store before the store closed. The grocery store closed at 10. As Celine, no man, feminism destroyed many things, including productive, long lasting relationships. So, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. They having a whole conversation. For my ladies that don't know, my two gentlemen, Shaka knew he has a channel. Um, Go Professor has a channel. Let me see who else on here. Mo has a channel. Y'all, Mo be cooking. Mo's Kitchen at Home. She be cooking, y'all. She be cooking that good old food. Who else? So then, do you have a channel? Miss Hogg has a channel. She came through, and I'd like to thank her. Um, y'all see Doing the Most with the Most? That's my other channel, y'all. Lisa Marie's here. Corinne, that's my sweetie pie. She down there. Yeah, we're gonna get to hang out soon. Janice James, I'm glad you came through. And I thank all of y'all who came through. Just to listen at me babble for a little bit and talk my stuff. Happy man, better plan, productive plan. Okay, GP. All right, GP. But y'all listen. As my mama said, live, love, and laugh. And as my daddy always said, Lord, make us a blessing that we could be a blessing. I hope I was a blessing to somebody this evening. I hope this was just some food for thought. Just some things to make us think and ponder. Y'all, we here to help each other. And I'm out.